Hey Miso friends, it's nice to see you. How are you guys doing? It's wonderful to be on this journey with you, and I'm so excited to share this time with you. And if you haven't been able to really dig in, no worries. There's time whenever you're able to pop in, and whatever you get from this is perfect. I'm here to support you in any way, and we have a Facebook group available for those of you who would like to take advantage of that, and there's some great conversations going on over there already, and some fun photos and inspiration. So again, however you do this is perfect and is absolutely good, just as long as you get one nugget or two to carry you forward in your journey of health, because that's what it is. It's a journey. Okay, so I got a great question from one of our participants, and she asked, why miso? So I thought I'd go over a couple of reasons why miso is good for you. It's great for gut health because miso is probiotic. Remember that the quality is really important, especially with this idea of getting probiotics. So make sure it's traditionally made and really good quality. And I mentioned a couple of the types of miso, that brands that I like. South River, Eden, Miso Master are a few, just to name some of them. Miso is also great for heart health. There are components in miso that can lower cholesterol and reduce the risk of heart disease. It's also good for your bones, strengthens your bones, reducing your risk of osteoporosis, and it also reduces the risks of certain types of cancer, like breast cancer, and it's also really good for women going through menopause. And it's really good for reducing anxiety. Fermented foods like miso are stated to give you a happier gut and a healthier gut, and thus a healthier mind and a happier mind. So yeah, it'll make you happier. Miso will make you happy. Miso happy. It also helps with it's a hangover cure. So if you like to party, or if your system's getting a little depleted, it helps to replenish your nutrients and electrolytes. And it's also really great after a hard workout. I really like it right after a hard workout to replenish my system. I like it more than shakes, like protein shakes, partially because the salt effect feels really great. Miso creates an alkaline system in your body, and acidity is not the greatest for health. Lots of things can thrive, the disease and things can thrive in your system when it's acidic. So creating more of an alkaline system will be healthier. And it also supports your immune system and boosts your immune system. So those are a lot of reasons why miso is great. So, but the thing is that, remember, non-credo. Yeah, there's this evidence and studies that have been done and shown, but you really got to test it out for yourself and see, does this work for me? And to tap into your inner intuition. Okay, so now we're going to jump into our lesson this week. Is going to be looking at the world through the lens of energy. Now I see energy all around. May the force be with you. We're going to use the Taoist principle of yin and yang. You guys have probably seen this sign. It's ancient philosophy that we are applying to our life. And what we're going to do is we're using that framework of Taoism. And yin and yang, those are foreign words, but I'm going to break it down into English words. Basically, it's looking at opposites. Up and down, right and left, light and dark, back, front, inner, outer, expansion versus contraction, like quick versus long, kind of like a short sprint or a really long run. I prefer short sprints, in my opinion, but I know people who love long runs. Anaerobic workouts versus aerobic workouts, like pushing versus pulling, the sun and the moon, and me versus them, or me versus other. So there is this dichotomy in life, this dualism, And the whole point of macrobiotics is to create balance with this energy that is existing in our world. And the reason why we want to do this is to create happiness and health, and to be able to be playful and have freedom and have fun in life. So how do we tie in thinking about energy to fun and freedom? So in order to have this like sense of freedom and play with life and exploration, we have to take our time to investigate and study how the energies around us really affect us. So just taking a moment to think about the surrounding environments, maybe our home environment, to our neighborhood, to the city that we live in, or maybe you live in the countryside or the suburbs, and then also thinking about who it is that we interact with, the people in our lives, the close ones that we interact with on a daily basis, like our close friends and family, our colleagues, and then also just random people down on the street or at the coffee shop or restaurants. And also then thinking about what types of activities that we do. Do we sit around for our job? Are we active for our job? What physical activities do we do? Do we have meditation practices where we're working with the energy inside? And then we're also want to look at the energies of what we eat. So when we think about food, oftentimes we're educated to look at nutrients and thinking about carbohydrates and proteins, and this is all really valuable and really important. And I want us to start to think about the food through the lens of energy. Okay, so what kind of energetic qualities does our food have, and how then do I take on those energies and feel afterwards? So for me, this is really important because it has, in a way, really given me a tool to be able to be free with my food and to have fun with my food and to have a relationship with my food that is empowering. Okay, so that's what we'll start to look at. So this investigation for this week is what energies are we surrounded by and how does that affect us inside? And so we're going to explore, we're going to be curious, and we're going to have no judgment, because as soon as you have judgment around something, that boxes you in to not have growth. So that's so important, is to abandon any concepts that you have around energy, or abandon anything that you've even proved to yourself. But be curious, explore. Maybe you're going to learn something new, and hopefully you do, and hopefully we can have fun with it. So the prompt for this week's challenge, to be written on Thursday, is we're going to stick with the miso theme. So how is the miso affecting your energy? How is the miso that you're preparing with love, with care, maybe a little bit of bewilderment because it's new, how is that affecting your energy and how do you feel? Okay, so if you want to write about anything else, you may, but that is the prompt for our weekly challenge. Okay, so I hope you have fun and stay tuned for the recipe. I'm talking about how the energy of the food and what the energy of the food is, and how I've created a more balanced miso soup. Okay, see you soon.